Alrighty guys, how's it going today? My cloudy friggin' camera. How's that? A little better. Anyway, what's going on? Well, I picked up our Estramate. All of these heifers need to be estramated. And the 2 cows need to come out from these heifers. So we're going to work at sorting a couple of cows. Throw my glove over there because I don't need it. And we're going to work at, after the cows are out, I think I'm going to put them with our single bull for a couple of days. He really needs a buddy. And then we'll work at running these heifers through and getting them estramated. That's the plan. Ugh. And I could hear the side-by-side, so that means CP is back from checking snares. And there's lots of jumping going on in here. So, try and get the ones I want. Come on, you goofy thing. Oh. She's going to be a pain in my arse. Both cows. They'll be basically the last ones. You guys can stay in there. Sorting 2 cows.
Just run them through with the heifers.
I'm doing it this way. I don't got the drugs here yet. Come on, fatsos. Easy girls.
They're in the house?
Yeah, drugs are still at the house.
Well, then these 2 cows, you might as well pick them out the pasture.
I was going to put them with the bull for a couple of days. This bull.
No, you're not.
No?
No,
Oh.
you're fucking not.
Oh, I guess you guys heard what CP just said. No, you're fucking not.
No. You can breed that big black cow when you breed the heifers, but not that other one.
You want your girl bred to somebody else?
Doesn't matter.
So leave the big girl with the heifers?
Yeah.
Well, no, because she don't need to be getting grain right now.
I was going to breed her the same time as the heifers.
That's fine, we can, but I can always pull her out of the cow herd at the time, because I won't be until May. So, okay guys, I'm going to have to let you go for the final sort here, and I'll bring you back later. Alrighty, there, the heifers are all done, and we kicked the 2 cows out to the pasture. I did not put them with the bull, because I guess that really wouldn't make sense. Put him with the bull so he breeds them now, and then we have a calf in 9 months. That puts us what? It's February, like friggin' November. So basically 9 months. For anybody that doesn't know, 285 days, more or less 9 months. Come on, girls, get out of here. That's a gestation or pregnancy period for a cow. They are chunky girls. That's 6. And 6 love scratches. From anyone that'll give them. That's 6. So that's their first shot. And I was talking to one feller and he said give him a second shot in 10 days time. There's nothing here to scrape.
Is a bobcat.
But they're all done now. We'll bring you by later. How's it going today, guys? Yeah, we're getting into doing something different here. And my door's not open all the way. Got my plate clamp, so now I can brought a sheet of metal over for a project we're gonna start here. It's like 1/8 metal. It's not real heavy, but you'd be amazed at how heavy 1/8 metal is when it's a 4x8 foot sheet. There we go. That's off. And that's off. Alrighty, now to get the tractor out of here. Talk to you in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so a while back I said I wanted to build a wood-fired water tank for the cattle. Our one corral does not have power in it. We have a water line there, and there's a valve to turn that water line on and off in the house. So virtually all we got to do is get a tank out there. But I want to have it rigged up so that we can turn the water line on. And I got a phone call. I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back. So this is a old furnace fuel tank. Diesel, basically winter diesel is what they would burn in house furnaces. So I got my center point lengthwise. The tank is 6 feet long. The blue chalk line is my center point. And then this point right here is center point 3 feet, and 3 feet from either end. That's my center point right there. The blue chalk line is my center point lengthwise. So what I'm thinking of making like a 12, basically I'll draw it out, like about a 12-inch box on the inside by 16-inch, something like that, if you can see that square. And my water line on the top, it'll just be like a hinge, flip open lid. It'll go all the way right through the bottom side, and my water line will come up through the middle of this tank, more or less. It's going to be offset a little bit, and I'll explain that here shortly. But I'm thinking if the water line is coming up from right in the middle of this big tank, because this is a 300-gallon tank, it should not freeze. And then my float valve will hang off to the side, kind of like over here type of thing. That way it's underneath this side, will still be covered, and it'll be underneath this so the cows can't get to that float valve. Now over here, this line, yeah, you can see the line going across like that. Another one over there. I'm going to cut that right out. Might even actually make it a little bit bigger. Have it come down the edge to about here. And here. And we'll cut that off going across like so. Like that. And come across to there. And we'll take that whole chunk right out completely. And that would be the area that the cows put their head in to drink, is in that area right there. That 2.5 feet roughly, 30 inches by whatever the hell the width is from this point to this point. Also in here, you see here I've got some lines, one there, down, up. I'm thinking about changing that slightly and making it, this would be my firebox, but making it come so that it's flat and then across and up. It won't sit right on the ground. I'll have legs on the bottom side of the firebox, but it'll come right to the top. I was talking to a buddy and he said, don't let the water go on top of your firebox. It could go all the way around on both sides and on the underside, but not on top. So, and that would be for them extreme cold days. Now I do have to pick up some steel for that. And I'll probably, wherever I get the steel, I'll probably have them bend it to make the box or break the sides. I got to figure out what size of box I want made, so on and so forth. But, yeah. And then have that son of a bitch. It'll stick out this side about 1/2 inch or so. And then I can just cut that tin out of this fuel tank. Set the box in there and we're good to rock and roll, right? So kind of what I'm thinking for a wood-fired water tank for that big corral that our first-time calving heifers are in. Anywho, I'm going to get to work at cutting that. Now what the hell was this for? This steel, I'm just going to cut 4 pieces of steel out of this 1/8. They need to be 2 feet because the tank is 2 feet from top to bottom, or from there to there, and make this box so that fits inside that thing. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go for now. I got some more figuring out to do here, and we'll bring you back a little bit later. Here goes nothing. And she cut out the little bastard. I don't know why it does that to me. This is like 1/8. It should cut through this stuff like a hot knife through fucking butter. I don't get why it's doing that. Anyway, I'm going to continue on working at cutting this stuff. We'll bring you guys back later. Alrighty guys, so we got our box built. Now this box is 12-inch by 16-inch. All it is for the water line to come through from the ground into this box and have a spot for our hose and our shut-off connections and so on and so forth. Now basically this box is going to go in the middle of our tank. But that's all that box is for. And yes, I'm a little off. My cuts weren't 110% true on 2 pieces. I was a little longer. 2 pieces are exactly the same. The other 2 pieces are exactly the same, but they were just like a 1/4 of an inch longer. And you can see that. 3/8, 1/4 of an inch, something like that. But anyway, it's no big deal because this end, I gotta cut a hole that goes right through top and bottom. And I could weld that end, or once it's welded in, I could have that end on the bottom side and it would stab into the dirt or whatever if I want to. Or I could just go with my side grinder or that little guy there and trim it off. It's no big deal. So yeah, the big thing is the bottom edge is flat, and if I happen to just set it down on the inside and cut a smaller hole where the water line comes in, then I can just weld that solid on the inside and be done with it. Anyways, there she be. It's not fully welded yet. I have to weld the shit right out of it all the way around because you don't want water getting inside here. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go have a coffee and a sandwich, and we'll talk to y'all later. This is water tank build. How long it's gonna take for us to get this done and installed, I have no idea, but we gotta start somewhere, right? Talk to you later.